Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. How's everybody doing out there? This is kind of that middle of the week check-in Wednesday. Well, it's another hot one here. We're starting to get a little bit dry. I'm not really complaining, but I know we're going to need some rain before long, and we're already seeing 90-degree temps in May, so it's going to be a hot, hot summer. Anyhow, today I want to talk about how common sense goes a long way on a raw food diet. You just got to stop complicating it. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. And also, too, I would recommend coming and finding me on Instagram because I share daily there. I do stories all day. I don't post every single day, but I'd say I probably post at least 5 out of 7 days of the week. What recipes I have, they're over there. So yeah, I just share a lot of stuff there, and it's a nice place to connect. Common sense. You know, I get questions a lot of times, and I got one last week having to do with seeds or something, and I got this furrowed brow. This is exactly the face I had. I'm like, I wasn't mad. No, don't get me wrong. I wasn't aggravated. I'm like, what in the sweet Jesus is this person talking about? Do I look like a professor? Do I look like a biology professor? Do you think I'm like that next level university shit? No, I mean, it was something deep. It was something about the difference in seedless hybrid watermelon. And if you were the one asking the question, like I say, I'm totally not joking about it, making fun. I'm just making a point, but I'm just like, it was like, something about the difference between seedless hybrid and seedless GMO, and I'm like, whoa. I'm not going to drill down that deep. I'm not going to write a book report for any of you guys out there. It's either on the top of my head or it's not. And it got me to thinking. And I'm trying to be as cognizant as possible these days about exactly how I say something, because listening comprehension in 2021 is not very good. So just listen to what I'm saying. Details, stop getting overcomplicated and caught up in the details. The details are not the most important thing. And that's not to say that details aren't important. And that's not to say to do it willy-nilly and whatever. And I'm not talking about just randomly eating whatever, but you don't have to. We're humans. This is what feeds us. Just think about that. Go back to the common sense. Is it common sense that a human would have to know next level science, or would really have to drill down deep with science to know how to feed themselves? I don't think so. Now, yes, so that won't sound like a contradiction there. Yes, I'm all about the science. Yes, I study the science, but I study the basic principles. I study the philosophy. I study the bulk of it. I don't go over in deep directions like I said. And if you do, that can come along later, but just build your base first. Just learn how to eat on this lifestyle. I mean, I think actually I ate fairly well compared to other people, even before I came to this lifestyle. I did a lot of bad things, chicken wings. I could eat horribly at times, but over a long course, I ate good a lot of times too. I saw really bad eating. I worked in an office down in Costa Rica in San Jose, and these guys lived on fast food. None of them were ever questioning, oh God, worried. Do you think we're going to live? How is it that you can live on fast food every single day, but you go to vegan or a raw food diet, even if you disagree with it? Let me just flip it on you and play devil's advocate there. Even if you don't think a raw food diet's healthy, even if you don't think a plant-based diet is healthy, do you really think that you can live for years and years and years eating nothing but garbage, takeout food, the cheap stuff at the really cheap stuff at the grocery store, but then you're going to go vegan, eat whole plant-based foods, and you're going to major mess up your health in 6 months? People are afraid if they don't get it down immediately. So you could eat all that garbage for so many years, but you do a plant-based diet, and God forbid a raw diet, and your health is just going to plummet in a few months. So tell me, how does that equate? Even if the raw's not right, even if the vegan's not right, how did you live on garbage, stuff that's not real food, but you can live on that? So like I say, if you want to, the more we learn, the better. Learning is great. I'm just saying, don't, like, one step first, one step in front of the other. Walk before you can run is what I'm trying to say. Like I said, some of the times I just want to really convey that message, and I don't know how without just being kind of dismissive of somebody. It's just like, that's just really not all that, it's like I said, I get so many of them that are just, or I see so many of them. A lot of times I speak like that when I say I get, but it's a conglomeration of what I get. I don't get a ton of emails or messages, but I get enough. And then things I read on on comments and stuff. The only reason I read other people's comments is just so I can see from a distance without jumping into the fray kind of how people think and what they do. But just stop complicating this and enjoy this. Once you really enjoy this, once you embrace this lifestyle and just make it something you do, you're going to enjoy it a whole lot more. I've said this over and over in a number of videos before, but you've really, and it's kind of cliche, but you've really got to stop approaching this like a diet. You've really got to stop approaching it like, okay, I want who like going from person to person. Who's the person out there that's going to give me the exact blueprint? What do I eat? I get that. Like, what should I eat? Do you want, and then, theoretically, because I've suggested things to people before, I could make a meal plan for them, and you know what they'd do? They'd take that meal plan and they'd be like, well, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like to do them like this. So I'm like, well, you don't have to do everything. That's the beauty of this lifestyle. There's a lot of different ways to express this lifestyle. Like I say a lot, I'm not real, I wouldn't want to do this lifestyle like a lot of raw vegans out there are doing it. And some of your big raw vegans, some of your big people on Instagram, some of your names, whatever. There's not a lot of people I line up with on how I do this and agree with. But, or just agree with like the version of how they're doing their thing. Melissa and Nate, they don't, I keep up with them on Instagram. I don't really watch YouTube videos of my friends because they're my friends, but, I watch them and all the stuff they're creating on Instagram. That's not exactly how I eat. They're very heavy salad, but we have so many things similar. They eat fruit. They eat a lot of greens. They're into the sprouts. They talk about stuff like healing the gut. So, like I say, they're doing it like we don't do it exactly alike, but I think they're great examples. And I think, I'm not saying like, oh, I do it better than them or they do it better than me. We do it differently. And there's a number of people out there. There's a few friends of mine that don't, they don't have channels or they're not like putting content out for this. I look at them. I'm like, yes. Chris Kendall, who's I've talked of a number of times. He's a great example because he doesn't like show his food on a regular basis, but I've been around him the 1 year at Woodstock, and we've talked a lot, and I followed him for a number of years, and I don't do it exactly like him either. I don't do it terribly similar to him, but Chris is very healthy, and he does it in a sensible way, and he's getting everything that he needs in his diet. So there's a number of different people you can look to, but like I say, just eat fruits and vegetables, eat whole plant-based foods, get yourself a few books, and I would actually say stop relying as much. When I was new to this lifestyle, and we're coming up real close. I'm about 3 or 4 weeks away from my 9-year anniversary. When I was very first on this lifestyle, it was overwhelming because, you've all this information, you're trying to figure out this, you're trying to figure out that. And it was just too much. So I can see how you can get overwhelmed. And I did that same thing too. Listen, I ask questions. I just post a question in a Facebook group or just randomly ask people questions and wait to see if they responded to me. Or if it was in social media like a Facebook group, you've got to wade through 20 crazies to get to something of actual value. Very early on, that's where I said, like, I ain't got time for this. I'll figure it out myself, because every single one of those questions, you can type it. Type that exact question into Google. You can speak that question into Siri or whoever operates your little phone thing. I spoke the other day. I just wanted to, I'd forgotten how to say something in Spanish, and I said, Siri, how do you say, I said it in English, Siri, how do you say blah, blah, blah in Spanish? flipped it right back to me. So you can figure this stuff out on your own with this great thing called the internet, but it's not rocket science. And like I say, I'll say it one more time and we'll finish. You're not going to die. So relax, enjoy this, sit back and enjoy this lifestyle, learn a little bit more as you go, eat good summer fruit and vegetables. We're in the prime time for our people right now, except if you're in down under Australia. I know you're going into your winter, but anyhow, seriously, common sense is really about all you need on this lifestyle. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this one today. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you here at the end of the week. Peace.